Raindrops on the lens there, and it's been a dreary Monday out there. Let's get Derek with our forecast.
Yeah, it's interesting. The rain continues to move its way through, but the heaviest rain is still off to the west. And so this whole line of rain is eventually and gradually going to be pushing more to the west and to the south as the area of low pressure moves south. And we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. Right now, let's take a look at some of the heavier rain. There was a tornado warning here just north of Santa Cruz. So yeah, we've had some pretty intense rainfall coming through and some dynamics there for the possibility of the formation of a tornado. So that was a report that just ended about 4:15, so not long ago. We can see that as we move farther north, we have some heavy rain over San Francisco as well as Oakland. This gets into Richmond and Hercules, and that continues to slide its way north. We're seeing pockets of more moderate rainfall around Woodland and just to the south and to the west of Knights Landing, and then going a little farther north, you can see that rain staying pretty good up past Chico, and then translates into some snow as you push into Plumas County. But that's really one of the only spots that we're seeing much in the way of snow right now, at least on the Sierra side. And then that rain makes its way all the way down to LaPorte. So speaking of LaPorte, let's go ahead and see how much rain you've received over the past 3 days, 72 hours. LaPorte's had over 6 inches, over 6 1/3 inches there in LaPorte and Plumas County. Grass Valley's reported, look at that, 3.77 inches, so over 3.5 inches there, over 3 3/4. Auburn's about 2.5 inches. Jackson over that, 2.79, and Angels Camp 2.84 inches. So a lot of water's been in through the foothills. And that's where we've been seeing a lot of those streams and creeks running really high. Seen some localized flooding associated with that as well. Here's the state capitol here in Sacramento. Currently 55 degrees in Sacramento. A bit warmer in Stockton, 59 degrees, 60 in Modesto, and 35 degrees the current temperature at Lake Tahoe. So we're getting around lake level. We're seeing temperatures just a little bit above freezing. So you may see some snow in the surrounding areas, but it's not going to be sticking to the ground, at least there, with those temperatures above freezing. Now you can see this band here of the heavy rain. The center of this system is right out here. Now again, it's projected to slide south and kind of roll along the coast of California. So as that happens, we'll be seeing less rain to the north, and that too is going to slide south. So here's Futurecast, gives you an idea of what we can expect. You can see we'll still see some rain through the night tonight. It's not until we get into tomorrow morning really that things kind of clear out a bit. We're still going to see a few little isolated showers in the Bay Area. We may see some clearing, and as the skies clear out, we may start seeing some patchy areas of fog, and that's going to be one of the stories we'll see over the next several days. I don't think we're going to see extensive fog, but we will see the chance for some morning fog. It's going to stick around. Now, as we get into Wednesday, here's Wednesday morning. Another little wave comes through. See, there's a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain associated with it. It's not going to be much, but we may see a few sprinkles and showers even in the valley. That'll stay active in the mountains through Wednesday, and then into Wednesday evening. Here's 7:30. Another wave comes through. Snow picks up a little bit more, and again, we may see a few sprinkles into the foothills and possibly on the east side of the valley. After that, though, as we get in through Thursday, then things really start to clear out. Get a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures, yeah, we'll see some warming, but it's not going to be really much warmer. We're going to be actually staying below normal for much of the week ahead. So Futurecast showing us this is where we're expecting the greatest accumulations through tonight. You can see that through tomorrow morning. We could see a good ½ inch still in San Francisco, while not much is expected in through the valley and on to the east as those little waves come through Thursday, or I should say Wednesday into Thursday. Yeah, we're talking maybe a few hundredths of an inch here or there, so we're not going to see any great amounts associated with that. Temperatures tomorrow, forecast daytime highs in the mid to upper 50s. Chance for rain is going to be at a minimum, and your 7-day forecast, again, after we get past Wednesday, we're looking at dry conditions through Thursday, Friday, through the weekend and beyond, with temperatures actually running